Okay, I see some people. As long as I can see myself, that's all right. Okay.
I hope not.
Okay. How are you guys? Everyone okay? Can everyone hear me? Just talking to myself.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, there we go. All right, brilliant. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, I think we can get rolling. I think we've just got about everyone. I don't really know how many people have showed up, but okay. If you want, you can pop yourself on mute if you want. Then we can get rolling. So I've broken it up into 3 pieces. We're going to be focusing on lumbar, so lower back. We're going to be focusing on some T-spine, which will be in the middle of your back. And then we're going to do some full body, and then we're going to do some purposeful breathing at the end. So for those of you that haven't done any kind of yoga practice or anything like that, purposeful breathing is a really good way to help relax and open up some tight areas. And we're going to do that at the very end. Now, I'm not a yogi or anything like that. I'll leave that to Miller, but I call this meathead yoga. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So to start things off, if you've got a mat, you will need it. And just if you've also got a bolster or something similar like a pillow, that would also be useful. And maybe a yoga block as well. So if you've got those things, that would be great. For everything today, I want you to be focusing on breathing in through your nose, and I want you to be breathing out forcefully through your mouth, okay? Everything's going to be 5 to 10 repetitions, roughly. And each position that we're going to do is going to be roughly 30 to 60 seconds, okay? So to start off with, we're going to get into quadruped position. So that's going to be all fours. Knees are going to be stacked slightly behind your hips. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, all neatly stacked as well, okay? So from here, I just want you to press your hips back gently onto your heels. And then I want you to come forwards and then drop your hips into the ground, keeping your shoulders down and away from your ears. And I want you to repeat that for 10 lots. So I want you to breathe in, breathe out, here when you're dropping your hips, okay? And then just go through 10 repetitions, nice and slow. Just transition in between these two. Make sure you squeeze your glutes as much as you can when you're driving your hips back into the ground. And for all of this, keep your head neutral, okay? So let's go, 10. Back and forth.
You can, you know, you can just change it to.
Hey guys, if you muted
you
yourself.
can,
Put yourself on mute.
yeah, you can just mute yourself. You can hear all sorts in the background. Okay, once you've done 10, I want you to get back into your quadruped position. With your right leg, I want you to step to the outside of your right hand, and you're going to press your right knee back, and then just keep your back foot flat on the ground. So no need to hook the toes, just keep that flat. From here, I want you to send your hips back and forwards, okay? Now, this is where the bolster can come in handy. You can place the bolster in front of you if you want more of an elevated position, and we can do that also in a rocking motion, okay? If you're competent in putting your hands on the ground, then obviously put your hands on the ground. If not, then use a pillow just to lift yourself up slightly. So I just want you to push yourself back as far as you can, push yourself forward as far as you can, okay? Nice and slow. So you're gonna be breathing in, breathing out as you come forwards, okay? I want you to do that for 5 repetitions on this side. So nice and slow, let's go through it. So send the hip back as far as possible. Breathe in. Exhale, come forwards and lift your chest as high as you can. So just back and forth. On your 5th one, you're going to stay in that forward position. With your right, you're going to be reaching up. You're going to come back down, place the right hand right next to your foot, and then you're going to turn and you're going to reach up with your left. Okay, so just to repeat that, I could turn in front. So if I'm here, let's go back a bit. So I'm going to be reaching up this way and making sure I stay over my hip so I'm not shifting to one side. Place my hand right on the outside and then lifting up with my left. Okay, and I just want to do 3 lots. So right and left is equal to 1. I want you to do it 3 times, okay? So I think I've got 1 more left. So nice and slow, turn and reach, rotate. Place that hand next to the foot. Rotate. Then staying in this kind of push-up position, bring the knee as far forward as you can and into the middle of your body. Swing the foot inwards. Send the back leg back. So you're in a pigeon position. Again, your bolster can be useful for this if you've got it handy. You can use it to make yourself a little bit taller because we're going to try and transition between upright and down on the elbows, okay? So I want you first to come down and I want you to hang out on your elbows. And we're just going to do 10 seconds here. So I want you to do some deep breaths in this position, probably like 2 or 3. So big deep breath in through the nose. Forceful exhale throughout the mouth. Let's do another one. Then I want you to press your hands down, lock out your elbows, keep your shoulders down, try and get as upright as you can. Let's do 2 more deep breaths here. One more. Back down to the elbows. Try and get a little bit lower. Drive that hip lower down to the ground if you can. Big deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Again. Pressing into the ground, chest up tall. Let's go again, 2 deep breaths. Last one, back down to the elbows, try and get low. If you can on this last one, I want you to reach forwards as far as you can as well. Bring the hands back, chest up tall. Last couple of breaths. Good, and come out of that. So that was like a good minute in that position, probably a little bit over. And now your right side should feel pretty loose and pretty relaxed. You're gonna have to do the same on the left now, okay? So back in that kind of quadruped position, left leg to the outside of the left hand, drive the right knee back, and we're gonna go through the rockers. So we're gonna send the hip back as far as we can, and then rocking forwards. Okay, so we're just going back and forth. I'll show you from this angle too. So hands are here, rocking back, coming forwards as far as you can. So 5 lots. Let's do that. Nice and slow. Remember the breathing in through the nose, forcefully out through the mouth. After we've done that, we're going for the rotations. So it would be left hand first, rotate up, left hand comes down outside of left foot, right hand will rotate, tight on this side. So right and left is equal to 1. We're going to do 3 lots. Good. Going back into quadruped position once you've done them. Take your time. Going back into quadruped. So left knee is going to come in. Foot's going to swing through. Right leg's going to go back. Again, make use of your bolster or pillow if you have it. I want you to start off on the elbows. We're going to do 2 deep breaths in this position, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, let's get started. Ready? Big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. Good. Press up, get upright. 2 deep breaths. Back down onto the elbows. Go again, 2 deep breaths. Pressing back up. One more set. Last one, pressing up, get as upright as you can. Beautiful, and relax. Good. So legs, lower body should feel pretty loose now. We're going to be focusing on the upper back, middle back region now. And we're going to do some cat camel. So usually in the Fit Over 40 crowd, we usually do the cat cows. We do the full flexion, but this time we're just going to be focusing on the upper back that's going into flexion. So I want your lumbar region to stay flat. Okay, so we're just focusing on the upper back. So I'll show you. I just want you to be here. So this is going to stay extended, and I just want you to round through the upper back portion and then extend through here. Okay, so just the upper back and extend. So keep those shoulders down and away, and we're just going to slowly go through that. Remember the breathing, and I want you to give me 10 of those. Okay, 10 of those. So take your time. So breathing in, try and fill that space in between the shoulder blades. Breathe out, pressing those hips back and just focusing on the flexion and extension of that T-spine. 10 controlled reps with forceful breathing. Very good. Okay, it's 10. Nice. So we're going to go back to that kind of quadruped position again. At this time, I want you to try and focus like this. Okay, so it's going to be this kind of position. So it's going to be forearms going to be flat on the ground, and we're going to form this position. So I'll show you here. So I'm still in quadruped, and I'm just going to drop 1, 2 here like this. So you see how I made like a tunnel through here. Okay, so knees going to be stacked on top of my hips. Same thing, I'm just down on my elbows, and from here I want to breathe in, breathe out, rotate up. Okay, so I'm doing that same rotation. I'll show you from the front. So I'm here, boxed off, keeping everything in line, so I'm not shifting over. Breathe in, exhale, and rotate, and come back down to box position. Okay, I want you to do 10 reps right, 10 reps left. Do all of one side first before you do the next side. Really focus on your breathing through this. You may find that you're a bit stiff through the first few rotations. That's okay. Just try and breathe through it, and then try and increase the range as you go along. But try not to shift your hips to gain extra movement. Okay, that's not part of it. Okay, big deep breaths in, 10 reps right, 10 reps left, slowly. Okay, a little bit more time. Okay. All right, good. Okay, next one is going to be a lateral lat stretch. And we're also going to have a rear delt kind of stretch in there as well. So you're going to feel like you're going to be contorted into a bit of a pretzel, but that's all right. Okay. So same kind of deal. I'm just trying to change the angle so I can get the best kind of view. So knees and hips still in one line, so no sitting back for this one. Okay, and then with my left hand, I'm going to reach across my body as far as I possibly can. Okay, so I've got this kind of stretch going on here. And then with my right, so I'll probably go a little bit more. And then with my right hand, I'm going to reach through underneath as far as I can. I'm going to try and press my shoulder down close to the ground. So I'll show you from the side. So left hand reaches across the body as far as possible. Okay, everything in line. So I'm trying to get a good stretch in on this left lat here. Once I've done that, I'm going to lock it in place. My right hand is going to slide underneath my left, palm on the ground. I'm going to go as far as I can. And then once I've gone as far as I can, so I'm going to slide under. Come out, reach the other way, okay? 10 reps first in this left-sided position, okay? So again, quadruped. Left hand reaches across the body as far as you can towards the right side. Right hand, palm flat on the ground, reach underneath, exhale. Breathe in, reach back. Breathe in, reach, exhale. Come back. Ten reps, please, of that. 10 reps. Then we'll swap sides together. Nice and slowly, focus on the breathing. Try and get as low as you feel that you're able to go. Once you've done one side, we can swap to the other side together. So the other side's going to be the same deal. I'm reaching across with my right. My right hand reaches across as much as I can. Get a good stretch, and then from there, reaching underneath. Breathing out, trying to get my left shoulder down to the ground, go as close as I can. Reaching back. Breathing in, breathing out, reaching underneath. And then give me 10 reps on the other side. Don't go too aggressive. If you've got any like existing shoulder problems, otherwise that could exacerbate it. So just go a little bit easy if you've got a shoulder issue. If you're feeling good, then by all means go a little bit further. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to some full body stuff when you're ready. So we're going to try and incorporate everything that we've done into a few different movements. So we're going to start from the head down. I'm going to do some neck circles, T-spine circles, and then some old school gym hip circles. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off first with the neck. All right. So I want chin down, and I want you to rotate the chin towards the shoulder. Then I want you to look up to the ceiling, look all the way across to the other side. Chin goes down into the shoulder again and back down in front on your chest. I want you to give me 5 circles in one direction, 5 circles in the other direction. Nice and slowly, nothing fast. So we chin, across, up, round, and back. Okay? Nice and slow. Let's do 5 in one direction, 5 in the other direction. Just on the knees is good. You can be right here. Awesome. Very nice. Still continue the breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Doesn't have to be fast, go slowly. Good job. Good job. Okay, so once you've done the neck, we're going to move on to the T-spine, and it's going to be the same kind of a movement, but we're just going to have arms across our body, like so. Form fists, say Wakanda forever for me. Okay, from here, you're going to go down, and then from this, left elbow goes to right hip, and then there, you're going to rock back. You're going to lean back, just like you did with your neck. You're going to go across, so right elbow goes to left, and then you're going to roll forwards. Okay, so you're going to do a similar circle. Hips aren't moving. I want you to stay on your knees for this. Drive your hips forward so your glutes are on. I'll do it from the side. So I'm here. So it's going to be down, left over to right hip. Then I'm going to make my way up. Going back, coming over, right elbow to left, and then back through, folding over. So that would be 1 rotation. I'm going to do 5 and 5 again. 5 clockwise, 5 anti-clockwise. Nice and slowly. Don't hold your breath through this. Keep breathing in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Looking good. Remember, glutes need to be squeezed. You should feel motion through this mid-back region, okay? Once you've done your 5 and 5 rotations, we can end up, and then we can move to the hips. A bit of old school gym. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can adjust this a bit. Maybe. Oops. Okay. Very good. All the way to one side, just with the hip. And we're going to do the same kind of deal, okay? So we're going to go all the way to the side. You're going to be sending the hip all the way back. So it comes all the way to the other side and all the way in front and then back around again. So you're looking to try and get full range as much as you can. Your legs are staying straight. So I'm here, I'm sending my hips all the way back as far as I can. I know the angle's not great. Maybe I can do it from the side. So I'm going here, all the way forwards, all the way back. So you notice that my spine stays neutral. So I'm doing full hip circle. Hope you guys look as cool as I do doing this. You can put your hands on your hips if you want, or you can keep your arms across your body, up to you. Give me 5 full circles in one direction, and then 5 full circles in the other direction. Really try and keep the legs straight and get full range out of the hips. So all the way forward, squeezing the bum, pressing all the way back. Full circle, full range, as much as you can get. 5 and 5. Okay, now we're going to move on to the lunge. That's right, a bit of lunge. Okay, so we're going to do some lunge and twist, lunge and reach. And the last bit, we're going to do some lunge with lateral flexion and extension. Okay, so first we'll do the lunge with the twist. So we'll start off with right leg. You're going to step, drop the knee, and then over the front leg, you're just simply going to twist and you're just going to reach back to the heel behind you, okay? That's it. You're just going to look, you're going to twist, you're going to come back, and you're going to stand back out of your lunge, okay? So it'd be step, drop the knee, reach, come back. So I want inhale here, exhale when you reach back. I want you to give me 3 reps on your right, and then 3 reps on your left. Reaching back over the leg that is in front. Three and 3, so 6 reps, right? So reps right, 3 reps left, 6 total. Then I'm going to go back to the starting leg. We're going to lunge again, drop the knee. This time I just simply want you to drive the hip forwards and I just want you to reach straight up as much as you can. So big reach, arms back down, stand out of your lunge. And repeat, come forwards, drop the knee, reach, come back. And just give me 3 and 3 again. Again, big focus on the breathing when you're doing this, and just have a reaching up tall as much as you can while simultaneously squeezing the hip forward. It doesn't have to be breathe there for a breath. The final one is going to be the lunge. And this time you're going to have flexion and extension. Okay, so I want, with the hand that is on the outside of the leg that's in front, I want that to reach up to the ceiling. And with your other hand, I want you to try and reach down to the ground and then come back. Okay, so then you would stand up out of your lunge. You would come back in, drop the knee, both arms up, left arm reaches up to the ceiling, right arm goes down to the ground. Hold it for a breath. Come back to double overhead, stand up on the right and then on the left, okay? So I'm stepping, drop the knee, reach, left arm reaches up, right arm reaches to the floor. Both arms overhead, and then alternate. Once you've done 3, then you can go to the other leg in front. Now, if the left leg is in front, that means the right arm is reaching up, the left arm reaches down to the ground. Okay. All right, very good. Very good. Okay, last little bit. Purposeful breathing. Okay, we're gonna try and aim for 3 different ones, we'll see. First one is gonna be crocodile breathing, okay? So for this, it's gonna be focusing on the diaphragm and pressing that diaphragm down to make some space for some lung fill, okay? Your hands are gonna be placed like so, and then your forehead is gonna rest on your hands. You're gonna be lying on your tummy, all right? The goal of this is the breathing, that the lower back should be raising up first before my chest, okay? So I wanna be pressing everything down, pressing my belly into the ground. So all of the air wants to be here, not up here, okay? I'll do a couple of breaths first, and then you guys can join me, okay? So I'm just gonna lie down, one hand on top of the other one, and then forceful breathing, okay? So I'm breathing in, pressing my belly into the ground. Full exhale, breathing out, okay? So everyone get into that position, one hand on top of the other one. Really big breath in through the nose. Press the belly into the ground, get all of that air coming down, and then exhale through the mouth. As hard as you can. Let everything come out. I want you to keep on repeating this process, and I'll tell you when to stop. For those that like counting, you want to do some kind of box breathing. You can breathe in for a count of 4, and then you can exhale for a count of 4. Okay, let's stay there. Let's get some breathing going. Nice and relaxed. Give me a couple more breaths. And then you can slowly come back up. Good. That should have felt really relaxing, pretty nice. Okay, so this is a very good one for those of you that are feeling stressed, particularly at this time. This is a good parasympathetic way just to calm yourself down and get yourself back into the here and now. Okay, so with that one done, we're going to go on to some stacked breathing next. So we're going to go into the quadruped again. And then I want your forearms flat on the ground and your elbows touching your knees. And then we're going to be focusing on the T-spine again. So again, we've got the parallels with the lumbar and the T-spine, okay? So we're doing the T-spine again. So hips stay in, line as much with the knees as possible. I'm on my forearms, and from here, I'm going to breathe in through my nose, but this time I want to try and fill the space in between my shoulder blades, okay? And then I'm going to breathe in as much as I can. I'm going to bring my upper back up to a certain level. I'm going to breathe out, but I'm going to keep my upper back raised, okay, at this level. So I'm not going to fully relax. I'm going to keep it raised. And on my next breath, I'm going to try and get my upper back higher. And then I'm going to exhale. And on my last breath, I'm going to try and get it even higher again. And then I'm going to fully relax. So let me do one thing through. You have a look, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so I'm here. So I'm pretty relaxed now. So I'm going to breathe in. And the next one, I'm trying a bit higher. Last one, trying to get as high as I can. Okay, so we're focusing on increasing the space through this upper back region. Okay, so it'll be 3 stacked breaths. On the last one, completely let it relax. And then we're going to repeat it. So I'm going to do this again for a period of time. So probably going to be looking at doing around a minute or so. So get into that position and think of building and doing 3 stacked breaths, trying to get as much height as you can in between your shoulder blades, and then reset after the 3rd one. Okay. Again, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, let's do one more. Okay. last one is a favorite for the over 40 crew. It's the side lying book opening. So we're going to be lying on the side, both hands on top of one another, and you're basically just going to be opening and closing the book. Okay, so if you have a bolster or pillow or something, this can be really useful. Okay, so I want first for you to get into a side lying position. So I'm on my side, my hands are stacked on top of one another. My knee will be resting at 90 degrees on top of my bolster or pillow. If you have a yoga block, you can rest your head on that yoga block. Just make sure the shoulder is down and away from your ears. And then from here, I want you to breathe in, reach forward slightly, and then open yourself up. Exhale. Try and get as close to the ground as you can. You might not make it, it doesn't matter. And then close just like a book, okay? I want you to try and aim for 10 repetitions per side. So it would be breathing in, breathing out, exhale. Try and get as low as you can. Keep the hips stacked on top of one another. Don't let them slide back. Aim for 10 reps. Once you've done 10 reps on one side, you can swap to the other side. Once you've done one side, feel free to swap and go to the other side. Sideline positions, make sure that shoulder is depressed, it's away from the ears. Knee comes up onto the bolster or pillow. You're reaching forwards with the hand that's on top. Breathe in, exhale, open up. Good. Once you've done both sides, that is it, guys. That concludes the session. Chance to relax and reflect. Thank you. Next week, we'll have our very own in-house Bikram, George Savard. He's going to be doing the session.
Oh, really?
No, I'm joking. I don't know who's going to be doing next week, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for joining. I think, did we get everyone? Did we get all the 21 signups?
Yeah, most people came. I think 1 or 2 people had to skip out early.
That's okay.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
It was great, Ashley. Thanks.
Yes, it was nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ashley.
Good to see all of you, even though it's via via video, but nice to see everyone. Awesome. Good. Hope to see you guys again very soon. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Ashley.
Take care. Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. See you later.